She was in my wedding photos, standing right next to me, holding my bouquet, smiling, like she meant it. 3 years later, I found out she had been sleeping with my husband for most of our marriage. Not once, not twice, the entire time. And the worst part? I was the one who introduced them. If you have ever trusted someone completely, handed them the keys to your life, and then watched them use those keys to burn everything down, this story is for you. Because what happened next is not just about betrayal. It is about what betrayal reveals. Sarah and I met in college. Junior year, she spilled iced coffee on my laptop during midterms, apologized for 45 minutes straight, and by the end of it, we were best friends. That is the thing about certain people. They enter your life like an accident and stay like they belong. For 11 years, she was my person. The one I called at 2 a.m. The one who drove 4 hours when my father had his first stroke. The one who gave a speech at my wedding, so beautiful that half the room was crying. I trusted her the way you trust air. You do not question it. You just breathe. My husband's name is Daniel. We met at 26, married at 29, and by 31, something had shifted, but I could not name it. He was still there, still present at dinner, still kissing me goodbye every morning. But he felt like a photograph of someone I used to know. I told Sarah everything, every doubt, every strange silence. Every night, I lay awake wondering what I had done wrong. She listened. She always listened. You're overthinking, she said. He loves you. Some people just get distant under stress. I believed her, because why would I not? Here is what I did not know. While I was confiding in Sarah, telling her my fears, my insecurities, the cracks in my marriage, she was using every word I said, not to help me, to stay ahead of me. She knew exactly what I suspected, so she knew exactly what to hide. For 2 years, she managed both of us, 2 separate versions of herself, 2 separate trust accounts. She was quietly draining. I found out on a Tuesday, not from Daniel, not from her, from a stranger, a mutual friend who had found out months earlier and could not stay quiet anymore. She sent me 3 screenshots. That was it. 3 screenshots. And 11 years was over. I did not cry at first. I just sat in my car, in the parking lot of a grocery store, and stared at my phone until the screen went dark. You know that feeling. When something is so large, your mind cannot process it as real. Like your brain protects you for a few seconds before it lets the weight land. It landed, and then I drove home, packed a bag, and left. No call to Sarah. No confrontation with Daniel. I just disappeared from both of their lives on the same afternoon. But karma was not my first chapter. It was my last one. The first one was harder. Betrayal of this kind does not just take your marriage or your friendship. It takes your sense of reality. Because the hardest thing to rebuild is not trust in other people. It is trust in your own perception. I had sat across from Sarah hundreds of times while she lied to my face. I had felt something was wrong for 2 years. I had noticed things, small things, off things, and I had talked myself out of every single one. You're overthinking. Her words, and I handed them to myself every time. So I spent 6 months with a therapist who specialized in betrayal trauma. Not because I was broken, because I needed to understand why I had been such an efficient liar to myself. And what I found was this: when someone we love tells us our instincts are wrong often enough, we learn to override them. We outsource our own knowing. We trade perception for approval. I had been doing that for years, not just with Sarah, long before her. And that was the real work. 14 months later, my phone rang. Daniel. I almost did not pick up. He said 3 words. Before I understood everything, she did it. I did not ask for details. I did not need them. I just said, "I hope you heal." And I meant it. Then I hung up and went back to my life. That moment did not feel like victory. It felt like silence. The kind that comes after you have already done the work. After you have already stopped waiting. After you have already chosen yourself so many times that the choice no longer feels dramatic. It just feels like breathing. You do not need to chase justice. You do not need to watch